Hey guys, it's Viejo here, and we are at the top of the third week of December in 2023. Christmas just right around the corner. Hope you all are out with family and friends and getting ready to get out and get some enjoyment out of the holiday season, and without forgetting what it's all about, right? It's kind of a nice day on the central coast of California. Surprise, surprise, huh? Yeah, I got 66 out here in the garage. It's midday right now. A little on the cool side indoors, but outside is probably 70, 71, something like that. But we're in for some rain here starting tomorrow night for the next 3-4 days, something like that. So we're kind of excited about that. Hey, I'm going in a different direction today. As you know by now, I've been kind of laid up with this broken knee thing going on. And it's been it's over a month since I've been able to get out and do any shooting at all. Get out and do anything for that matter, really. And it's going to be another month probably before I can get there. So to keep myself from going completely nuts, I got myself a couple new toys that I can play with here in the garage, I think. So if you're familiar with SixShooterTexan, he's our airgun expert, and he does a weekly show called Airgun Sunday, and he showcases all kinds of different air guns. And a couple of weeks ago, he was talking about something like this one, not this exact one, but I got to thinking about that, and I thought, I could probably have some fun with that myself here in the garage. Set up a little cardboard target up against one wall. I can only get 15 feet or so in here, but give me something to do and something new to try. My only venture into air guns so far is my Daisy Red Ryder, right? So I don't really know much at all about these. In fact, when I got this one in, I started reading through the instruction booklet, and I had to get a hold of the six shooter to ask him a couple things about it, which he pointed me in the right direction. So let me show you this one. Let's come down and kind of open the box. I have opened it already, so I know what's in here, but it's always kind of fun to open it up, right, and see what's there. Let's take a look. All right, if we kind of zoom down in here a little bit, what we can see is that it says Colt Peacemaker .177 caliber, okay, CO2 BB. They do make this in a pellet version also. There's a very small difference between them. And this is designed after the Colt. Okay, this is not a Colt product, even though it says Colt on it. It's made by Umarex. All right, so let's look in the box. And so what comes in here is some safety stuff. Okay. Talks about the projectile velocities of the different air guns that Umarex makes. This one, the Peacemaker, I think they said right on the cover 400 feet per second. Yeah. So anyway, we've got all of that. We've got an instruction booklet hiding down in here. And it looks for all the world like a Colt product. Must be Colt factory authorized. Okay. And some instructions which I have read through. And then if we go ahead and take this out, and let's get this out of the box and get the box out of the way. Okay, so here's what we got. And again, this is an air gun, guys. It's not a firearm, okay? Even though it looks like it. So we've got the air gun itself and 6 cartridges. Take a look at these quote-unquote cartridges, okay? The pellet version slightly different, but our BB actually just gets pushed into that O-ring right there, okay, and then placed into the cylinder. So we got 6 of those, and you can get additional ones. They come in sets of 6, and they're relatively inexpensive. And we look at all, the basic features here. We've got a safety down here, and the cylinder won't rotate with the safety in place. And, so that's not really typical of a single action Army. But the loading gate is functional. Okay, if we come back to the half cock position, our cylinder rotates. Okay, the ejector rod is functional. Okay, so all of that stuff works. It looks like it's on a quarter cock position here, but that's as far forward as the hammer goes. It does not go all the way forward. All right, and then inside the handle here is where our CO2 cartridge is going to go. It takes a 12-gram CO2 cartridge, and it's just a plastic grip that's on there. There's a little port here that you get your fingernail under and lift that off. And so let's do that. Let's take that off, and we'll get a CO2 cartridge stuck in there. Okay, I've got the 12-gram cartridge in there, the tip of it lubricated with a little silicone lubricant. There's a kind of a built-in little wrench here that's used to push the cartridge up into place, but that's a little clumsy to use, so I got a real Allen key here. And SixShooter tells us, hey, we screw this thing in until just after we stop hearing it hiss. So I'll be quiet and see if we can hear it open the seal in the end of the cylinder and seal itself up in there. Okay, so I heard it go and then we turned it up just a little bit more than that, so I don't think you guys could hear it because it's not very loud. And he says, yeah, you don't need to go much farther than that. Okay, so that should be good for that. And that just snaps back into place. Okay, as far as our ammo goes, okay, I've got a big container of BBs. So let's get a couple of those out. Well, let's get 6 of them out. How's that? Okay, so we got us a few BBs here, and again, the directions say to just put that BB right into that O-ring like that. So we'll do that with these guys. Doesn't say how far to push them in, so I'm going for flush. Oops. Maybe I'm going for the floor. All right, so we've got our gate open when we were at half cock here. So we'll go ahead and load our cartridges in. Again, don't follow me on this, boys. I'm lost too. And I got very little idea about what I'm doing here. Okay, we'll close the gate. I got a target set up there, and that's just a box with a bunch of packing paper and stuff stuffed inside it with a shoot and see target on it. It's down low, so I've got a kind of a low stool that's easy for me to sit on. So I'm going to put that back over there, and we'll see if this thing will shoot. All right, I'm back about as far away as I can get from the target. Get ourselves off a safe. Okay, here we go, very first shot. I cannot see where that hit. So let's do it again. I'm aiming right dead center of the yellow spot. This thing goes off with some authority. I see a couple of holes slightly to the left, or excuse me, to the right. No recoil, as we would expect. thought it would be. Was that 6? Did he shoot 6 or was that only 5? Do you feel lucky? All right, that was it. Okay, we'll put her back on safe and go take a look at the target. All right, well, there's our target. Okay, only 15 feet away, so I kind of thought I'd have a little bit better group than that. My aim point was right here. I don't know if that's a hit or not there. Oops, sorry. Not too bad, kind of fun to shoot. Okay, if you can see down in there, you can see the BBs went through the first layer of cardboard. This is a wine bottle box. Okay, and I had these cavities stuffed with that packing paper, and it went through there and went through that second layer of cardboard, fairly heavy cardboard. And you can see a couple of dents down there in that next layer and no holes in the back. I think I'm going to pack this stuff up with a little bit more of that packing paper though. All right, I got 6 more rounds loaded up in here. We'll disengage our safety. And I'm going to keep holding on that same spot, right in the middle of that yellow oval, right in the center of the bowl. It's going to shoot a little to the right, I guess. Fun to shoot. Sounds about like a nail gun going off. All right. Re-engage our safety. Back to the bench. Well, we got a few more in the center bull there this time. And let's see, did any of the BBs come out the back? We got some dents back there, but I don't believe they came all the way through. That tells me I need to stuff that target a little bit better. I can get some old rags and stuff and stuff it down in there, shoot that up until it's done. I do have a nice big piece of rubber there as a backstop so it doesn't go into the wall board, but not bad. Okay, it's a strong little BB at that distance. That's right about 15 feet is all that is. All right, we'll go ahead and unload this. The cylinder won't rotate unless we're off safety. So we'll go to half cock, and our ejector rod does in fact function. You don't really need it. Those guys will just slide out of there. But it's kind of cool that it actually works. All right, there we go. Okay, guys, there you go. For me not having a clue what I was doing when I purchased this guy, I had a lot of fun doing it. It seemed all straightforward. The instructions that came with it are real simple. There's, it's written in a couple of different languages here. That's why the booklet's so thick. But they don't, spend a whole lot of time. They show you the mechanics, how everything works, and talk about safety and how to load the BBs in and so forth. But other than that, it's real simple to operate this thing. Sure looks like the real thing. We'll say that. And 0 for recoil, so it's good to practice, for trigger time if nothing else. And plus to just sit around and have some fun. All right, I'm gonna kind of think about remaking that target over there. I've got to stuff that with some more stuff, and we'll shoot that up until it's so full of holes that it won't even stop a BB anymore. But none of them went all the way through what I had there, but they were starting to dent the back of the box. So I'll go stuff that with some rags or something, and we'll make a better trap out of it. All right, that was a lot of fun for me. Hope you guys got something out of that from the Viejo bench, though. For now, that's all she wrote.